I'm hot.
We good?
Okay.
Okay. Hello, guys. My name is Dorothea Jones. Welcome to Diversion Perspective Podcast. Our topic today is called False Sense of Beauty. Again, I'm Dorothea Jones.
Ashley Jones.
Jess Jones.
All right. So the topic today is the false sense of beauty. So what I want to ask you, ladies, is what is your definition of what beauty is?
Oh, me first. Okay. Well, I kind of go by saying like beauty is ultimately in the eye of the beholder for me. Like it has some truth to it because I mean, what you deem beautiful and my beautiful and Jess beautiful and whoever else beautiful is like two different things.
Right.
You know, that's why we, when it comes to like being attracted to like a spouse or a mate, like we all have got different tastes.
Right.
You know, so I mean that's how I look at it generally. Just we can go into it, but
right.
It's just to me it depends on what's beautiful to you.
Right. And everybody's definition is different. You know what I mean?
Definition is different.
I would say mine. So of course that's important, but for me it's natural beauty.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I got my face done, all that, but most of the time I am in my natural form.
Right.
I love what I look like without makeup. I love this is my natural hair, I didn't pull my hair. And I feel the same way about other women and men. Like just their natural form is the best way to look at someone. Because it does show you the beholder, the eye of the beholder, the whole inside of them, like what it is, what they care about most.
Right.
All of it. So.
I feel like personality too has a lot to do with it because, I mean, personality makes you like 10 times more attractive or beautiful, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, not necessarily just like the physicalities of everything. Just like the personality. Are they funny? They have sense of humor? Like are they down to earth? Are they chill? Are they super extra? Like whatever attracts you about their personality also adds to like whether they're beautiful to you in your eyes.
Right.
To me. So.
I think for me, when I think about beauty, it's like how I feel about myself. You know what I'm saying? I was that one that got my sew-ins, you know what I'm saying? Once a month, had my little, had my little edges out, this, that, and the other. I had to have the best quality hair, lashes got to be done, this, that, and the other. I'm not really a makeup person. I do love lipstick. I'm not really a makeup person, but I'm not gonna lie, like when I wore my makeup, I felt prettier than I did when I didn't have makeup. Why is that? Like, does that mean that my natural beauty, my full lips, my natural length of eyelashes, my hair, we're so programmed and conditioned to think that our kinky natural hair is a negative thing. So we want to straighten our hair, want to get the weave to look straighter. Like, why is that when us as a Black culture, I can only speak for Black culture because, of course, I am African American, but we were all thought that the straight hair symbolizes beauty. The lighter skin symbolizes beauty. The longer eyelashes. So for me, I was that person until I was, look in the mirror like, man, my husband, like me with a scarf on, looking crazy when I wake up in the morning, it's beauty to him versus me with a full head, face and all that type of stuff. So, the person I was, years ago, now I could care less. Yeah, I do have my extensions on right now, but if I didn't, I still feel like I'm a beautiful woman. And I wasn't that person before, so I feel like I've grown over the years to recognize what beauty is to me and what society image of beauty.
I mean, I can see where you're coming from with the straight hair and all that because I mean we pretty much came from the same place. So and then in our family, it was like our grandmother, she light skin with the long hair, curly hair, all that stuff. So it was like really hair was like always a big thing. Not so much lashes. Lashes for me didn't become like a big thing until like I'm older now. I always like get my nails done. Maybe feel girly and pretty and all that.
For sure.
But I mean, with the long hair and all that stuff and the straight hair, that was always a thing for us because it's like if your hair is short, it's like they judging you, like, oh, why your hair look like that? Da, 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 da. Why you have that ball in your hair? It's supposed to be long and straight, and pretty, air quote, you know what I'm saying? But your hair is pretty,
just
however it is,
you
know what I'm saying? Like, and so having to grow up in that type of environment, like I said, with our grandmother being somewhat of an example, it's like as a young girl, it's like it's kind of programmed in you to be like, oh, my hair gotta be straight, my hair gotta be long, my hair gotta be this, my hair gotta be that.
Exactly.
Because it's like programmed in our family, not just like society.
Right.
It's bad enough that you get outside influence.
Right.
But then you
even your parents.
Right, even your parents kind of feed it into it, and you grow up in a family where there's like a thing, we have family members that's fair skinned and have long hair, and they just like on this certain pedestal, so you gotta either have fair skin and or long hair or both, or you just at a certain level or hierarchy in our family. I don't know how everybody else's family view, but like our family,
absolutely,
for like African American family, that's just kind of like, it's not necessarily the greatest thing, but coming up is a thing. And then as you get older and you start like, from being on the outside looking in, you're like, that's some bullshit.
Right.
Like, that's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like, if I got kinky hair, short hair, whatever, and it's just how it is.
Exactly.
I shouldn't be deemed
any
less beautiful or whatever,
100%.
but because of the family that we grew up in,
right.
it was always, even to this day, it's a thing.
Right.
Which is crazy.
Right. What you think, Jess?
I had so many questions going through my mind while y'all were literally going through that. And the reason why is because, so number one, this is a great question, right? When you look at someone, what is the first thing you're looking at when you look at someone? What is the first thing? Someone you don't know. Genuinely.
Their features. Just
so you're not looking at anything that they're wearing, their hair. You're looking at their eyes, their smile, all that. Okay. So what makes you think that hair is going to be, this is organically like just, I'm curious to understand from your point of view, because I have my own point of view on that, and I'm going to respond on it here. But what made you think that these people who are looking at you give a
right?
You give a fuck about your hair, like, oh my gosh, she has beautiful teeth.
Because it's a thing. It's like, it was,
oh my god, her fucking cheekbones. I wish I had that. Nobody gives a shit about your hair.
They don't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why at your age as a child, not now, because right now, to be honest with you, everybody's going to have African American hair. You want the curly, big. That's the white people, the little white girls are trying all these tools out there on TikTok that are fucking going viral.
Braids.
Everything they're wearing, y'all. Braids, they're doing all that. And yes, it's crazy because back when y'all were growing up, right? You guys were like, I want the straight hair, I want this type of hair. And the white girls are like, why they always want to buy our hair? Why they want to do this? Why they want to do that? And now it's like the white girls are flipping it. I want to have braids. I want to do this. Yep. And if you don't know this, the African Americans are like, girl, why the fuck you doing our braids?
Right.
Why Kim Kardashian have the straight back with the curls that like why
she got this?
Right. Why? And I don't give two shits. I'm Hispanic. So I kind of flow with whatever the hell I'm doing at that time. I love my natural hair. However, I have been in a relationship before where he couldn't stand my curly hair. He straightened it. I had to have my hair straight every fucking day. Right. That's because he wanted a white girl, and I didn't fit that mold of whatever it was. But now, girl, my husband is like, if you don't fucking let your hair out, get out the shower, let the air dry. And it's crazy because, like I said, when I was pregnant with my daughter, when I was pregnant with her, I used to pray for her hair to be anything but white girl straight. I wanted her hair to have a mix, of diversity. I understand that that's going to put her in a class that is probably going to give her some tough upbringing, you know what I mean? Because that's just what it is. But I didn't give a shit. I embraced it. I'm like, girl, the curls are rich.
But even with what I just said, I just caught myself like saying, oh, she got a good braid hair, but it's like that matters. Because what is a good grade?
What's
hair?
a good,
That's
what's
what
a
I'm
good
saying.
braid
Because
hair?
I had two
What's
girls
a
and
good
they got
braid
two
hair?
different types of hair completely.
Exactly, and
That's
then
my point that I'm trying to make. Like, who's to say
right,
that straight hair is it or curly
Right.
hair is it? It's what you want.
right.
You know what I mean?
And to echo what you said when you said maybe she may have a difficult upbringing, but not necessarily, because if you teach her who she is and where she comes from and
That's what I
how. Wait a minute, baby.
I do.
You come from royalty.
Yes.
You come
So
from
many people
kings
wanna be
and
like
queens,
you.
baby.
They're paying
You
for
better
that.
embrace
Her hair
every
is
beauty.
down her back. People
Her
pay
hair
Down
is
money.
her back.
Her hair
People
is
have
past
money
her
to
ass.
get that.
Absolutely.
People are
And
buying
that's
things
my
to
thing.
get that.
Can you think about it when we say, oh my God, like back when we were growing up, I wanted what fit into MTV
Absolutely.
or
Right.
VH1 or
We
whatever it
We
was.
all were that though.
Yes,
You
we
know
all
what
were.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had to have
I used to
my
use the
phone.
iron to iron my hair. The fucking iron and iron
I
board.
used to hate, I ain't gonna say hate my hair, I used to not like it as much until I got
Same.
perm. Because it was
Yeah.
like all the girls like get perm, their hair was long, they was
Yeah.
flipping it and doing all kinds of,
Yeah.
you could wear like you wash it, let it
Yeah.
air dry, and get curly and cute.
Yeah.
And mine was never like that. So when I did get a perm, really wasn't by my choice, but I wasn't mad either. I was like, oh snap, I can do this, I can do that, I can curl it, it ain't sweating and poofing up in the summertime, and I can. And then as I got older, like that, those chemicals they damage your hair.
Yeah.
So my hair really supposed to be way longer than what it is.
Horribly.
You know what I'm saying? Because I like long hair.
Right.
But it's like my texture is weird because I've been perming my hair for like 20 something years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But-
But that's because of what I thought I was supposed to look at it
Yeah.
13, 14 years
Yeah.
old versus what I actually
But when you
embraced
think
what I
about,
was.
just to echo off what you're saying, I'm listening to both of y'all, what y'all saying. It comes from the
roots.
conditioning and
Mhm.
programming of
Mhm.
what beauty is.
Yeah.
We was never taught by our parents that your natural hair texture and this is beautiful,
Right.
Yeah.
right? The
Yeah.
kinkier it is, the worse it is for you.
Exactly.
The straighter it is, the better it is for you.
The more on the straighter side or like
Exactly.
the looser your curls were,
Exactly.
like, oh, your hair's
She
so
got
pretty.
good hair.
She got good hair.
The lighter you
Exactly.
are,
The lighter
the
you
better
are.
it is for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The darker you are, the harder it's gonna be for
Yeah.
you. You know, why is that? Why is that? Because when you think
It's-
about it
it's because of-
historically, when you think about it on a deep perspective, and I'm gonna tap a little bit into it, because us as Black people, first of all, before I'm speaking black, you know, explain your culture. You know, tell them where you come from.
So I am Hispanic, Puerto Rican descent. My mom is also Italian, so I have the Italian side, hence the ugly nose. Don't give a shit if I look like a witch. I'm still beautiful to me.
Absolutely, you are.
Okay,
so
J-Lo.
so when anybody says I don't give a shit who doesn't like it, but yes, that's my thing, and that's why I was excited to do this podcast, because I love Black, right? My husband's Black, my favorite person's Black, my other favorite, like just everyone I love is from that culture, and I just feel like it's such an underestimated.
Right.
Not to say anything negative about you guys, but to say it's so underestimated, the passion that comes with it, the raw feeling of genuity, like just everything that surrounds it is like, the white people, obviously, not to go into culture because we really don't want to talk about race and all that too deep where it kind of excludes anybody from wanting to watch your podcast. But just being able to relate to it on both sides. Like me, I don't feel like I have to relate to a white side. You know what I mean? But then I also don't fit in with the Black side. I'm Hispanic. So my thing I wanted to be a part of your podcast is to give a perspective on someone who's not on either side. I'm just in the middle, and I get to see y'all point of view coming from someone who wants to have the straight hair back in that day, but now seeing their point of view and then wanting to have that hair this day, like nowadays, because that's the thing nowadays. So that's why I wanted to bring like a raw, like outsider.
Right.
I mean, I like your position because you do get to kind of have the best of both worlds, so to speak. Like you're on the outside, but you're not really on the outside. You know what I mean? Like you've been around like enough cultures or us enough to be like, okay, I see why we feel this way or whatever. But then you have your own struggles and your own culture where it's kind of like the same shit.
Yeah.
Where it's like, well, you was thinking like I was thinking when I was 13, 14 years old. I want my hair to be straight. You want your hair to be straight. Your hair is not necessarily like
The straight
white girl.
Yeah.
You know what
Not
I'm
at
saying?
all.
But it's not like kinky either.
Right.
But because it's kind of like we all had that same model, so to speak, that we both wanted to be like, even though we're on two different sides of the spectrum. At some point, we related because it's like, okay, well, I want straight hair too. You want straight hair just like I want.
It was a thing.
It was a thing. It was just a thing.
Right.
So yeah.
Even being like thin and skinny, like now everybody like I'm thick. Give me a thick, I'm thick, thick girl. They want the ass, they want the boob, they want all that. But back in the day, it wasn't like that.
And there's people dying for it.
Exactly. Back in the day, it wasn't like that. Everybody had to be super skinny.
No, and natural
Little-
love. Remember Marilyn Monroe? She was not.
She was skinny.
She
She had a little poop ass.
every mom had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was
And they thought he was also great.
We gonna go a little deeper. So, you know, us as a black culture, we were crucified and it was a negative thing to be hippie and curvy,
Yeah, it was.
right? So I actually took a picture from this woman, and I'm gonna quote her because I am, you know, using her stuff, but I thought it was pretty interesting that things that we were basically crucified for, you know what I'm saying? It was now looked at as a positive thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, the bigger the butt, the whatever, right?
Yeah.
So this was from an article. Her name is Treva, Treava Hopkins LaBoy. The name of the article was Anatomy of a Black Woman. So I just wanted to read this small little portion. More recently, in the 2000s, women are still trying to achieve the ideal body as outlined and determined by societal norms. Yet the idea of an ideal or beauty woman has drastically changed. A cultural appropriation has taken place. What was once hideous and appalling is now the body goal that many aspire to attain. In the year 2007, Kim Kardashian hit the entertainment scene with beautiful and enlarged buttocks. As a result, big buttocks were the latest and greatest in the fashion industry. Plastic surgeons were in high demand for implants and lifts. Big buttocks were now sexy. Black media and culture continue to love them. Media overall liked them, but not always on Black women. Ironically, the attributes which were once hideous were now sexy, but only in a selected race, not for the culture with which they originally existed, Black people.
That is so powerful because that's so true. That
So,
is so true.
Us with the big hips, the ass, we were like, oh, that's you obese, you this, you that. Now, will everybody get what they trying to get? The flat stomachs,
I'm a forever
butt
want a flat
lifts,
stomach.
the BBW.
I'm a forever want a flat
Look,
stomach.
though, let me tell you something. Now, let me tell you something. 3 months ago, I was talking to my husband about getting a butt lift and getting a tummy tuck, and he was like, babe, you don't need that, this, that, and the other. That's a real man because I done had 3 kids. That's a real body. A real man don't give a damn about your stretch marks and you got a little fat here and there. Don't nobody care nothing about that.
Not care. He will hold on to it.
Exactly.
He does not care.
So it's like, why do we feel like we gotta be snatched like boom, 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 boom?
Because that's what we see.
And then they talking about Kim Kardashian. She'll tell you how many surgeries she had. So you trying to imitate an image that's not even authentic.
But you gotta realize too, like what I think is not that we just want that, but it's like almost like with this kids, you program, you see it everywhere, you're hearing it.
Right.
It's like, yo, you see men, you know, not necessarily our men, but just men in general, double tapping and liking the girl with the small waist and the big butt and the big boobs and all that stuff. And it's like, they ain't looking at you, they looking at that. So, of course, as women, we want to feel wanted and needed. So, it's like, you know what, well, maybe I will get the tummy tuck.
Exactly.
Make my stomach like a washboard or, you know, get a little hips for my butt and, you know, lift my boobs up a little bit. Because I want my man to desire me like, you know, any other man would want to desire me, even though I'm with him. But I still want to be desired. I think it's just a matter of desire. And then the strip club, you know, it doesn't help because you go in there and that's all they got.
All of it.
They got all of that, boobs, ass, all that shit.
But
like it's it's just
But
like
are they real men in there? Is there real men in there that's actually looking for a wife in there?
surface level, no. I mean, but then you do have some men that do marry like that. That marry they woman and they get their butt lift and they boobs and all that stuff. Like they,
So look, to each their own. I don't have nothing against plastic surgery at all.
I mean, that make you feel
If that makes you feel good about yourself, have it. Right? Some people have babies, they have the saggy boobs, they want to get breast lifts and things like that. To each their own. But I don't want you to do it because you feel like you're not beautiful because you don't have these things. You understand what I'm saying? Like, is that going to make you feel beautiful? You know what? My butt is so flat. I'm just so insecure about my butt. This, that, and the other. But that's just who you are. You just don't have a big butt. Big deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
or people get in the gym. You want to pay for the work, but you don't want to eat right and get in the gym and work out and actually put in the work. You rather just go pay to risk your life, really.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of post-operative complications that can happen. So you're risking your life on that table for the flat stomach or the big butt when you can just go to the gym 4 days a week and eat right.
Yeah, but not everybody's gifted with the ability to be able to go to the gym. And
when you say gifted with that ability,
what I mean is, like me, I have the assets, right, to be able to go to the gym, and my ass is gonna come out, it's gonna tone, and it's gonna be there. Some people, white people, majority of the time, I'm not even gonna say white people majority, anyone, right, who was not gifted with that natural asset. Right? No matter how many squats and lunges they do, it's not gonna poke. It's just not happen. So that's where I feel like maybe, they feel like, okay, there has to be a surgery because right now this is what's in. But if you see, there's women who have had the surgery, Black China being one of them, right? Let's talk about Black China. I don't know if you're really too in tune with her.
Well, she
had a lot of surgery, and then she removed it. And she said, you know what? It's beautiful to be natural.
She's a beautiful girl.
Beautiful. Hey, Michelle.
Beautiful.
Naturally.
When I say naturally beautiful,
exactly my point.
Nicki Minaj, you know what she used to look like before all the surgery?
She was beautiful.
She was cute. She had a nice shape.
See, I don't remember her when I know she had a
She just had a regular.
She was a cute little. She was cute.
Regular.
What she had done other than her butt?
Everything. Her face looks like so. Nicki Minaj's face before and Nicki Minaj's face now. I love Nicki Minaj. Pink Friday is one of my favorite albums to play. Pink Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it?
Okay. See, y'all follow a lot of that.
I'm not a huge Nicki fan, but
I love that.
But I feel like if we just talking about beauty, I feel like she was like
she
way
was
better natural.
Yes.
She's bomb now, but then it was
No.
for me, like if I was a dude, I would go for the natural.
What's crazy is I feel like when you change your body, right, you change your personality. Do you not agree?
Yeah, because
it's like Nicki Minaj,
your confidence level.
Yes, she didn't have anything. Her music was so legit. It was so raw. It was everybody wanted to listen to Nicki Minaj.
Yes.
She changed her whole body, and now nobody gives a shit about her music.
No,
her music became a whole different vibe.
Right. I got you. I mean, I don't know her. Just give it to Julius. I don't know. I don't know her.
Look at it. Look at it.
Before. So y'all know a little bit more than I do, like the before and after. I do know Lil' Kim before and after.
I'm a huge Lil' Kim fan. And when I see what she used to look like versus what she
so
looks
cute.
like now,
she was so cute.
I'd be so disappointed because I would have never thought her like. So she's an old head. So she came from the era before us.
Yes.
And it's kind of like,
why did you have to do it?
She was so cute and petite and brown skin.
But that's also
and
because
she got her
social
own
media.
like, and it all goes back to
social media
influence.
Social media is too huge of an
Go back
influence.
to music videos when we used to run home and look at 106 & Park.
Yeah.
It was skinny white girls with no ass and no boobs, and they were shaking whatever they had in the
Even
videos.
Jennifer Lopez, did she have surgery?
No.
And now everybody in the video thick, got fake
She's hurt.
everything.
Yeah.
And that shit just changed like overnight. Cause it's like, why would you?
So J-Lo would actually be an advocate for what you're saying. She literally, my personal trainer, I had a personal trainer. And I said to my personal trainer, I said, you know what, Connie? I do not want to lift weights because I don't want to be muscular. I just want to tone my body and I want to keep my ass and I want to thin out my arms. And she said, who do you associate yourself with most? And I said, J-Lo. She put up a video of J-Lo working out. This woman works out for hours a day
Yeah,
to have the body she has. And you know what she does with it? Weights. Mm-hmm. Like the first 2 hours for her day is lifting weights, running, like doing anything you can do to make sure that you're so in shape. All because that's what society wants. You know what I mean?
But at least she ain't had no surgery though.
No,
at least she did it the authentic
She's doing it the natural way.
She might have spent a hell of a lot of time, but at least she could say.
I think I can respect the gym situation.
Oh,
you want to live in the gym,
if you have the
time, you got time, you got personal chefs,
100%.
Amazing,
but yes,
100%. If you got the time,
if I had it like that, to have my personal chef to cook my meals and this, that, and the other.
I would be snatched.
Now when it comes to we on the beauty subject, I done have 3 kids. We all know that.
I have 5.
My boobs is a little saggy. My boobs is a little saggy. My stomach is not as flat as I want it. But overall.
But what you're doing right now is you're literally talking about things that you said your husband gives no shit about.
Basically.
Like, yeah. Right. So that brings me to a conversation that I really wanted to have on this, right? So you're talking about my stomach is this and my boobs are that, because you and I had this conversation when we went to brunch one day, right? It was literally a conversation we had, and we said, you know what? I'm not who I want to be. Fuck everybody else. Right. Anthony loves it. My husband loves my body. Loves it. He wants me to gain a little weight. Fuck you. I'm not doing it.
Right.
That's not who I want to be. Right? And the same goes for you. So I did a TikTok video before where I said, I hate when people are like, girl, I'm like, I'm trying to lose weight. And they're like, well, what are you trying to lose? You're already too skinny. Bitch, you. I want to lose people like you. Who say, you know what I mean? Who say,
I'm where? Like,
what do you mean? What do you mean to lose? What do you mean to lose? I want to lose what is not making me feel comfortable. Right. I'm used to being a certain me, right? I don't care if you think I am so skinny and I'm so little. Why are you in the gym? Why are you doing this? That's for you to feel. I don't feel like myself. So yes, I do want to lose weight, and I want to go to the gym to do that. I'm not going to get surgery. I'm not doing a lazy way.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought about getting a mommy makeover though.
I mean, a lot of people.
But no, I just want certain things. Yeah. I don't need no booty and all that. I don't want.
So you're doing a natural mommy makeover though.
Yeah.
What's the natural mommy makeover?
So the natural look, like I know people who have overdone it and have look like
out. So what you mean the natural? Wait, mommy.
So she still wants to look natural with her.
Yeah, I don't want like a boob job. I don't want to lift.
She wants how you get that then.
I just really want like a tummy tuck.
Yeah, she wants
because that's my problem. That's what I consider my problem area is a tummy. Like I would like a tummy tuck.
But you want to maintain your natural aspect. You want to keep your body, your butt.
So you just want a tummy tuck. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. So it's more like a natural look.
Look, and I feel so bad.
When you look at Kim Kardashian,
and I don't even know if this is a major surgery or not. Isn't that terrible?
Hell yeah.
It's a major surgery.
So
not if that's not your area, you know.
I mean, I'm
a DC Young Fly's baby mama died on the table.
That's why I'm scared to do it.
What she haven't done though?
A mommy makeover.
So the whole thing, tummy tuck, butt lift.
She had baby.
My makeover is a whole thing.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase that. I don't want a mommy makeover. If I had the time and the resources, I would do a tummy tuck. But my initial thing is to just get back in the gym. Cause I used to be in the gym hard, like 2 years straight. You couldn't tell me shit. I let you when I got to the gym. Right. Feel like D&D. I'm not missing no days. 5 days a week. Sometimes I'm doing 2 sessions a day.
Right.
I'm trying to get back to that because I was actually slimming down and losing weight, and I wasn't just busting out cardio all day. Like I was lifting weights. I was doing fit body. You put me on.
Yeah.
So I was doing fit body. So I'm like, I need to get back in that bag because I want to get to a comfort. I don't want to be skinny, but I don't want to be like where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? I want to be at a comfortable, like I feel more confident in my clothes, and I can wear my little dress and my little skirt.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know, throw my heels on and be cute and all that stuff. But I mean, your brother, he's fine with how I am. Like he don't care. Like,
See, but that's the difference between having
he get mad when I say I want to lose weight. Like you should shut your mouth. Like you're fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine to you, like you just said, but I want to do it for me. Like I want to be comfortable and be able to wear certain things for myself. He love it. He don't have no problem with it. He get offended when I talk about it. But I rather just for myself be like, okay, I feel like I can, lose a few pounds. And for me, it don't have nothing to do with society. It's just how I feel. But I get what you're saying. Like, my brother, your husband, he's probably fine with how you are.
Right.
But it's like, but for you, I mean, you just like, no, I want to look like this, or I want to feel like that. I want to be able to,
Hold on, do you want to pause real quick? You can cut it.
Because he's probably going to have to edit it out.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Let's go get Josiah.
Oh, yeah. See?
Yeah. He can
Okay,
edit
that's
it.
your brother.
Tell him to go pick Josiah up.
So pause it.
No, don't
or-
pause it. Just let it run.
No, yeah, you can let it run. Your dad.
Yeah,
we'll
let
just-
it
we'll-
run. You
we'll
just go pick him up. We have to have to edit this part out.
Yeah, so I get what you're saying with that part, because, I'd be like, oh my God, just like this.
And when you come out, make sure you call me in that way so they don't see you on the camera because we have to edit all this out.
Yeah, you gotta come back right
Yeah,
here.
make sure you go around that way. Okay? Sorry, buddy.
Right.
So,
Yeah, but, I mean, he's cool with it, and I appreciate it, because then it's like, it's taking less pressure off of me,
yeah.
because I don't feel like I gotta rush and be like, oh my God, I gotta able to lose 50 pounds in 2 months.
So, but that takes me back to what we were kind of having a discussion about is, fuck him, right? I know you love him, yeah. So
He doesn't
yeah,
care. He's fine.
I know that, but what I'm
Yeah, he's
saying,
fine
what
with how
I'm
I am.
saying is, if you feel like your weight is a priority for you,
Oh, yeah,
I mean, look, I love your weight, keep it like that.
Yeah.
That's fine if that's what you want. However, that's not what I want, and
Right.
I want to be different.
Right.
So yes, he does love your curves and whatever you got going on that he loves.
My stretch marks.
But if it doesn't make you happy,
Right.
you are the priority. Your
Right.
beauty to you, like she said in the beginning, her look on beauty is how she views herself, and that's how everyone should look at beauty, right? Who gives a shit about what TikTok things or Instagram or Facebook?
Now,
Everything is social
let me
media.
tell you this. I do have Facebook. I am, now that we're, airing the podcast, I'm learning how to TikTok work. I'm old, I'm 38.
I'm 38. I'm 38
I'm
too.
36.
But I feel like I should be
No, you
more
gotta be 39.
in tune. I'm gonna be 39 next month. Excuse me, I'm telling you.
Yeah, like no,
You're
like
not
girl,
the
ain't
age.
less than 7 days.
Right. We're the same age. You talking about I'm old now. Girl,
But I'm
bye.
just saying, like, I don't know how TikTok works. I don't even know how Instagram works. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm learning. So with that being said, I don't really get into the like I'm not gonna lie. In a couple months ago, I did want a butt lift because I'm not happy with my butt. I am very petite. I'm 5'3". I weigh about 138, 40 pounds, but it's more muscle than fat. My stomach is something I'm not happy with, but I know that's like what they say, 90% of your diet.
Your stomach?
Yeah, like 89% of your diet. So I feel like this. I'm not happy with my stomach. Granted, I'm not. But if I go out with the girls, I'll throw that little, what they call it, it's called faja. So
That's the technical term.
It's called a faja.
In
In
our
my
world.
world, in my world, it's called a faja.
The waist trainer.
Yeah, there you go.
Snatch that shit up.
You will never know.
You will never know.
You will never
I got
know.
a stomach. So I think it's more of a thing for me, but I'm at the end of the day, I've been married 13 years. I already got my man at home.
Right.
Why do I
But once
care
again,
that
it goes
much?
back to who gives a fuck about anybody else but you.
Right.
You're doing what is making you feel good. So if that faja makes you feel like you the shit when you walk out the door and you eat less and everything, because we
But
have
at
a
the
faja,
same
you can't
Can't eat shit. You
But
like
at
this the whole
I
night.
know. But at the same time, I feel like I haven't been in the gym like I was supposed to be. I haven't been eating, so I can't be mad at nobody but myself because I'm not even putting in the work, is what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I haven't, back to the surgery.
But you have plans for it, right? So we have
yeah,
amazing, we all have amazing plans for it. It's at this time right now that we're in the season that we're in, is the worst time to start a diet. We have October, right? We have your birthday coming up. We go to dinner. I'm not eating a fucking salad.
Thanksgiving.
I am getting whatever is the most exactly.
New Year.
I'm getting the most fattening thing on the menu.
Yeah.
And then Thanksgiving comes around. I don't want to portion when I'm trying to eat Thanksgiving dinner. I don't want to make sure I go to the gym on Black Friday morning because I ate too much.
Here's the thing. How I kind of used to get
New Year, new me.
But you do all what you want to do. You work out and get all that gym shit in, and then on those holidays and those occasions, you get a bacon plate.
No, fuck a bacon plate.
I
want to eat.
That's how I eat.
I know that's right, Jen.
That's how I eat. I'm with you.
I got a full plate right here.
Listen, right now is just not the time for it. Yes, it's great to have that goal and set that goal, right? Take baby steps to the goal. Baby steps are very important when it comes to accomplishing a huge goal. Setting small goals for that big goal is big, right? So when we come to January, hey, I'm gonna go to the gym. I have big goals. I'm gonna go to the gym fucking 5 times a week. You know what I mean? I may not change the way I eat, but my gym is gonna counteract that. However, on week 3, after being in the gym, now my eating is gonna change.
Right.
Because you're gonna start seeing it.
But no, you're gonna want that. That's a small goal towards it. Like I'm gonna still do the same thing.
So I agree. So this is what I come to realize. Working out for me is good for my mental health. I love running. I love the air. I love listening to my it could be meditation, but usually I be bumping Beyonce. To be honest,
Beyonce, that's good workout music.
I feel like I could just conquer the world with Beyonce.
Let's tie working out back to your beauty question, right?
Right.
The false
beauty.
And I don't know if this will tie to it as much, but let's tie it back to it, right? When you want to go and run, because of where you're at, because of how beautiful you are, because that's how I look at it, not to be super cocky or anything or whatever.
Right.
I have a fear of going out into nature. I love running. I love being outside running. I hate treadmills. I feel like they're bullshit. I want to go out in a trail and run and just take in everything. Don't you have a fear because of your beauty in doing that here? Not even here.
In Georgia?
Anywhere. Not even just here. I mean, let's just say anywhere. With everything that's going on with your beauty, let's tie your beauty into it. So we know we're beautiful women, right? Don't you have a fear of just going out there and saying, I'm going to put on my headphones, so I'm canceling out the world. I'm not going to know whether Tom Schmo is coming behind me.
You still got to be careful.
Girl, when I tell you, my bag is fully loaded.
You still got to be careful. You can't just go out there.
Your bag that you run with?
This thing?
You're not going to have that with you.
I'm not going to have that with you when you run in nature.
Girl, the little fanny pack crossbody is going to be fully loaded.
When you say fully loaded,
you say
I stay strapped because of my confidence in myself. And this is what my husband did to me. And that's why we're married right now. Because of the confidence he built in me. If it was up to my husband, I would carry a taser, a knife,
and a
gun. I had them all 3 at once. I had to give them to Jazz, and I had to give them to 3 of my nieces for the podcast. But yes, fully strapped, because that's the society we're in now. If you're a beautiful woman, you don't even have to be beautiful. You can just be a woman.
And just
you're snatched up.
And they gonna snatch you.
You're done.
Even in a nice neighborhood.
Even in a beautiful. Exactly. In those neighborhoods, that is the worst. That's why I said here, because we all live in very good areas.
Like suburban.
We live in suburban areas, the suburbs, right?
Yeah.
So in
Georgia, we're in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, by the way. I'm in Snellville. We got Covington and
Snellville, Loganville, same thing. Yeah. But right, so in these types of areas, it's where they target people because it's the suburbs. It's not the city.
You know, I never thought about it in that way.
I
Because I
personally,
go and like find like a trail at the park.
No.
but see,
Or
I wouldn't do it by myself. Even
Exactly.
if you're with one other person,
Exactly.
that's better than
It's
being
so safe.
solo. Because yeah, we got your location. Yeah, you can FaceTime and call, and you might
That
have
doesn't
all
matter.
that on you. That
They're
shit
gonna
do
throw
not
your
matter.
fucking phone out the door.
They gonna throw your shit. They gonna if it's a man, he can easily overpower you if you're
Okay,
not
let me
quick
ask
enough.
you this. Let me ask you this. Sorry to cut you off. Have y'all ever been robbed before?
I have not.
I have too.
I have.
I was robbed and at gunpoint.
Yeah,
Not like
Three
this,
men.
but like show me the gun and I'm like, and
No,
let me
three.
tell you the crazy thing. I was on the phone with my best friend and the guy she was dating.
You must have been up north.
It
This is
was.
in Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mine was
like,
in
it was
Harrisburg.
I was on the phone with her
Yeah.
because I worked 3 to 11 shift and I worked at a hospital and I was on my way back and I was talking to her, we just talking to her and this truck rolled up. And it was about 4 guys in the truck, and one got out. I was working at a hospital, but I was also working at Taco Bell at the time. And I had my Taco Bell uniform in the bag, and I had my wallet in the bag. And crazy enough, that morning I had $400 in my wallet, and I took it out and put it in my drawer.
Look at God.
And I literally took that out of my pocket, and that guy, he didn't put it to my head, but he had it. He said, I got a gun, and I had my uniform from Taco Bell in there, and I had my wallet, my ID and everything was there, and I gave it to him. And I'm on the phone with my friend, but I'm so in shock because I can't believe this is happening to me.
I'm trying to
I'm in Highland Park, Detroit, y'all.
Ooh, girl.
And he took my bag, he drove off, and I just kept walking, and the guy she was with, and I walked up, she's like, did you know that guy? When I got closer to her, and I said, he just robbed me. He just took my bag. And she said, are you serious? I said, yeah. I was so in shock that I couldn't believe it was happening because the guy had a nice white tee, white shoes. He looked nice. And the guys that was in the truck was laughing at me.
Damn.
So I just gave him my bag.
Like that was it?
Because I just gave him my bag. He took my bag and he left. But I walked onto my apartment because me and her stayed right next to each other. And she was seeing me from afar, but she couldn't see. She just looked like we was talking. And when I got to her, she was like, are you serious? I said, yeah.
Damn.
So, yeah, I've been robbed before.
Mine was, so I was in an apartment which is Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And I was sleeping. In my bed and I had a steel door on my house, but my significant other was into bad things and they made a lot of money. So the ex of that significant other knew about the money, So her brother came, well, from what I know now, supposedly, but back then I didn't know it was her brother. Yeah. And we were sleeping, and my my spouse's sister was on the floor, and her girlfriend was like, we were all in one room, and I was in my bed, but she was on the air bed on the floor. Yeah. They broke down our door, our steel fucking door, and came in the room, 3 men, full mask, at gunpoint, and woke us up and was like, get everything. My spouse, I'm like, get up. They need whatever the fuck you got in this house. They need guns, full guns. One had a machine gun, the other 2 had pistols. Fully loaded.
That's like some movie shit.
Knock the fuck out. I'm dead ass serious. Once you post this, I could put it up and tag them and they will confirm it all. So they're doing this at full gunpoint, and I'm trying to